Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. Brian and Kenzie, Q101 at 6:02, 60 degrees. Going to stay in that 70 range all day. Maybe some rain later on. Let's see. Man, waking up today, really awesome to wake up and go to Q101.com and hit our link for God Bless the Gravy, which is our food drive that benefits the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Tell them.
And we launched this Monday. We want to do this all the way up to Thanksgiving to raise 30,000 meals for people around Chicagoland that need to eat. And there's a lot of them out there, especially with the way grocery bills are these days. So, woke up this morning, actually, and saw that we're over 15,000 meals already, not even 2 full days into the food drive, which is half of our goal.
This has to be the fastest we've ever gotten. Now, we're only at half, so it's not like, woohoo, we're done. But
Yeah, we're not done.
we are not. But this is the third day, and it's 6 a.m., and we're halfway to our goal. That's not happened to us before.
And by the way, I would love to triple our goal. I'd love to get to 100,000 meals now that we're out
not
of the gate
that's
and running.
enough people fed. That's not how we operate, but this is so awesome.
Yeah, now that we're out of the gate and running, let's go. I want to thank people that donated overnight, like Steph and George, great crew members that are at every show and every event we do. And but how about this? Terry Voss. Maybe I shouldn't have said the last name there, but it's all up on the website. You can see it when you hit the link to donate. Terry donated $667 last night. That took us over that 15,000 meal goal.
Woo!
Because you see, $1 equals 3 meals when you donate. And that's
Furthest your dollar can ever go.
easily.
It's 3 meals for $1.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's incredible. It warms my heart that we do this every year and we try to make it bigger every year. And so far, we're obviously bigger than last year at this point. And let's just keep it going. If you want to donate and can, we always say, I get it. It's so tough to ask you to donate and ask for money right now because the holidays are coming up. You got to get your Q101 Twisted Christmas tickets. A lot of things on the plate. But $5 even helps. $5 is 15 meals. If everybody listening did 5. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a lot.
So much. So these people that are donating like $600, you're making up, and it's blowing my mind.
It really is.
That and some people have good years.
Some people have good years.
Case the producer's had a good year.
I've had a very good year. Brian, you have as well. Now, we're getting texts already. Like Ricky and Glen Ellen.
About me?
Yeah, it's been a tough year for Kenzie.
Okay. I just feel very left out like the group chat.
Ricky and Glen Ellen texted in, not Ricky from Boys in the Hood, but Ricky and Glen Ellen. It was
Yeah.
like, this sounds awesome. How can I donate? And you can either text GRAVY to 312-591-8300. That will send you a link to where you can donate.
Really
Or-
quick. Gravy is GRAVY because we've had issues with this.
There's not an extra E in gravy. There's actually no E in gravy.
There's no E. Maybe they do that like in London or something, kind of like the word gray goes both ways. So I'm trying to be fair, and maybe gravy's.
I could see
like
gravy. I shouldn't say it. I could see it spelled differently.
Okay, but it's not.
It's not.
But the problem is with the bounce back, you see.
I understand.
It creates a whole thing over here.
I got
when
it.
we argue about gravy.
So
Done.
you can text GRAVY to 312-591-8300. That will send you a link to where you can donate, or you can go to Q101.com or our social media pages. And again, the link is right there for the Greater Chicago Food Depository. It's our 4th annual God Bless the Gravy. Brian, the first year, I think we raised like $6,000. The second year, we raised $9,000. Last year, we well exceeded our goal of $10,000. And this year, we are in a great spot 3 days in. It makes me very, very proud to see crew members come together the way they do and donate to such a great cause.
Yeah, and it's like I said, I don't love asking to donate money, but this is the time when we really do every year, only once a year, because we know how much it helps. The Greater Chicago Food Depository does not just do Chicago. It's 300 food banks all over the area. So chances are it helps somebody you know or yourself, family members, whatever, because they take care of everybody in the area where you can hear our voices. So Q101.com, but as the easy way to do it, just text GRAVY to 312-591-8300. The link comes back to you and throw in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
That's that by fives is how I can do math fast. That's it.
Was that the Schoolyard Rock song? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40?
I don't know. I think
Stop.
it's every teacher song ever.
Oh. Anyway.
I know that. I'm just a bill.
Yes,
Say
and-
here on Capitol Hill. That's one.
Dreaming that I'm a bit. Wait.
That's all I got.
And then it goes to the White House.
Wow, that's it?
It keeps going somewhere.
I know. It keeps going. Like that, obviously. I know he sits at Capitol Hill for a while, though.
Yeah.
Super sad about it. And then conjunction junction.
What's your function? Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
That's good.
Yeah, I got that one.
Nailed it.
Case is like, what?
I don't know what this
You
is.
didn't do Schoolhouse Rock?
I had an iPad growing up. I don't know what that is.
It could have been on an iPad.
No, we don't do that.
Oh, God.
I loved Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, listen. So donate whatever you can. And this is why we do this, so we can give you free, amazing experiences. Like coming up at 6:15, just 7 minutes away, going to give you a keyword for a chance to go see Coldplay in Vegas, a full trip, taken care of, excellent seats. So that's why we do this. Asking us for this little donation to help people, and then we take care of all the free, incredible experiences for you. So stay here. That's about 7 minutes away. We'll give you that keyword.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And I'm going to use a little more ominous music here for this one because, yeah, well, it's a spooky season, but there's something spooky going on around Chicagoland right now, and I think everybody noticed it because I know I notice it. I just asked Kenzie. I'm not sure about Case because I haven't asked him this, but have you noticed, Case, because Kenzie agrees with me on this, how way more ladybugs are everywhere?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's an infestation.
Well,
It's an invasion.
Do you think that Case thought that he was like, hey, kicking these ladybugs off me? Okay. Well, we're obviously doing something right lately.
these ladybugs are bringing their A game to
Yeah,
me.
how about you settle down?
Hey, ladybugs, I'm taken.
Yeah, well, listen, I live with my girlfriend. I wish I could.
How dare you fly in the window with my girlfriend sitting
Yeah.
on the couch right here?
Bunch of slutty ladybugs.
Did you think that, Case?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
This is Axe body spray.
Well, everybody seems to be noticing it, and it sounds nice because ladybugs are not cockroaches or anything. They're very nice, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Ladies.
However, there's a very ominous reason why we're seeing more in Chicago this year than ever before. Ladybugs right now. It's very disturbing. And we'll give you that in the fact in 5 minutes coming up.
It's disturbing,
I would say it's disturbing.
but they're so cute.
I understand. The
and they're all over Case.
They're all over, man. They're bringing their A game. It's that new Axe body spray, that he uses.
Yeah,
Use
that's
it.
that's
Remember
what it
Axe
is.
chocolate?
Yeah, Axe chocolate. That was my
Remember
first
that?
deodorant.
See? I
Yep.
knew it. They
There you-
can't get enough of that stuff.
Yep. Well, we'll tell you this in 5 minutes in this fact on why you're seeing way more ladybugs around Chicago, and it's not great.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
All right, a fact that makes your brain go.
Kaboom.
It's blowing it up because, and again, this is a little more ominous, is all those ladybugs around Chicago right now. And we had this earlier in the year with those mosquito bites that were bigger and worse than ever before because of the cicadas caused that with their eggs, if I remember right.
Yeah, they laid eggs and then the mites grew and they were falling on people out of the trees, but they were so small you couldn't see them. But then people thought they had these rashes. No bueno, baby.
I had that
Just
stuff.
sum up the.
Yeah, that was a good sum up.
Yeah.
And this is not much better. So, first off, here's what it is. It's not ladybugs. These are Asian lady beetles. Now, that sounds a little worse, but they look just like a ladybug, except they're kind of orange or yellow. And
Or a
they
little
have,
brownie, too.
yeah, and they have 19 black spots on them.
How am I supposed to sit still long enough for me to count?
Somebody did.
Okay.
And they
Good Lord.
all have 19.
All of them?
All of them. Yeah.
Did
Now,
they make fun of the one with 18? They're like, loser.
They got
He's
the-
like Rudolph.
disabled Asian lady beetle.
That's rude.
So, why is there so many of them right now? This might be a little bit of the disturbing part. But it's also the benefit of what we've had for the last couple months.
Okay.
Awesome weather, right?
Okay, they like it warm. Is that what you're saying?
It's been warm as hell. It's been beautiful out in Chicago. And the problem is not that they've been enjoying good life too, is they've been burrowing into your homes. Every little crevice of your home or apartment or whatever, your car even, they've been burrowing in there getting ready for the winter. But it's been so warm out, more of them have gotten into your home than you realize. So they should be killed off or die out or whatever, hibernate if you will. They have this insect hibernation thing. They're going to reemerge all winter and spring inside your house, inside these Asian lady beetles. Not cool. Now, they say, are they dangerous?
Not cool.
Not cool.
They're not even paying rent. You're freeloaders.
I don't want to be eating mac and cheese and an Asian lady beetle pops into it. That's just gross.
You know, especially when they're not contributing to the household. It's a busy house.
Yeah.
How dare you?
So these things aren't going away anytime soon, most likely. And they said they've been getting calls. The department that handles insect calls, the wildlife management, and they said usually you might get a call. For a couple of them, it's weird to see these things. What are they? They've been getting calls in the Chicago area about entire yards full of these Asian lady beetles, which means, again, they're prolific. They're out there everywhere, and they're going to not go away for a while. Now, they can't necessarily hurt you, but they do bite if you agitate them. And here's the quote. They may secrete a strong-smelling yellowish liquid that can stain some light-colored furniture and surfaces.
Okay, I'm going to riot.
And, not done, the amount of foul smell from that yellow discharge they emit from the leg joints is amazingly powerful as a bad smell from a little damn thing that looks the size of a ladybug.
See, now I feel guilty because I feel like we've been like merino lately, and it's probably these like Asian lady beetles.
Thought your baby was farting?
I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
Change your diaper.
Yeah.
Pull it together.
So this is one more thing just to worry about. Just as I added to the list.
Yeah, just continue to panic about it.
Yeah, these Asian lady beetles are out there. Well, they're farting out of their legs in your house. And they also bite you. So, yeah.
Indiana Ed texted in and said, those orange mother effers bite. That's all I got.
They do. And so, like, ladybugs don't bite, but these things do. And they bite. It hurts a little bit, but more importantly, that fart from their legs is terrible.
It's no good. Now, I have a question about this.
Sure.
Okay, I've always wondered this, whether it's the beetles we're talking about now or ladybugs or ants, insects in general. I don't understand how they get into the places that they get into. How do they, let's say, hypothetically, because I'm going to mention eating fruit here. Hypothetically, I leave an apple core on the counter for a few days. For
Ew,
some reason,
throw it away.
I know, for some reason, it doesn't make it into the trash can.
Ugh.
Then I have ants. But how do the ants get into my apartment? It's the same thing with these, where it's like, I don't understand how they get there in the first place. How do they know? What do they know that we don't know?
It's a stork. Drops them off. You're not ready for this conversation, guys.
You know what I mean, though? Like, how do they know where the food is that they want? How do they get in? I live on the 4th floor. How can they get into my apartment?
So they can smell an apple core from a mile away.
Is that true?
Yep.
If Bill Nye said that?
I might have made that up.
Okay,
I thought
all
I saw
right.
Bill Nye say that. I think they can smell an apple
Far
core.
can ants smell?
And you think if one smells an apple core a mile away, they're not going like, hey, Fred, drop what you're doing. We're going over here. Case has an apple core.
Holy crap.
Am I right on that?
It's beyond what you think. Ants can smell food from several meters away, and some can smell it from hundreds of miles away.
Hundreds?
Yeah. Ants have a keen sense of smell, no kidding, and can detect food by passing downwind and following a plum of odor molecules. But my thing is, if you're 100 miles away, think of the amount of food on the way to that. Why are you even coming here?
Yeah, you should smell a grilled cheese before you get to his
That's what I'm
apple
saying.
core.
Stop at a 7-Eleven, get some pizza.
Yeah, they're buy one, get one.
Not till the day before Halloween and Halloween.
I'm sorry.
Don't go there early. The BOGO deal for 7-Eleven, which I don't get paid for, by the way, is the 30th and 31st. So you probably have Kenosha ants eating your apple core.
Exactly.
I mean,
these things are monsters.
But to Kenzie's point, they might have smelled some chili on the way down somewhere like at the border and stopped there.
They've got the cheese castle. Why wouldn't you just go to the cheese castle if you're coming from Kenosha?
Right.
Well, it just seems odd that you travel hundreds of miles where there's probably a garbage close.
Yeah, I'm not eating anything that good. Ants shouldn't want what I have.
Yeah, they love apple cores.
They love them. Well, I can't get enough.
Yeah.
They communicate using chemical words. They can raise an alarm to identify other ants. This is what pisses me off with ants. Keep it to yourself. You want this apple core? Come get it. You have to tell 100,000 other ants and cause a whole ruckus.
They've got the colony. You stick together in the colony.
Unbelievable.
It's kind of like, hey, Wendy's has the Krabby Patty going on. You send a group text out. That's what they do. It's a group text to their brain.
It's unbelievable. I feel like if I see one ant, I'm like, do your thing. I get it. You're hungry. But if you show up with your colony, I'm going to start killing your brothers and sisters. It's too much. It's too much.
Hey, Ant, you heard of genocide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
I'm all in on it. Yeah.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Well, we just gave you the fact that makes your brain go. It's about all those ladybugs you see all over Chicago now. Wherever you live, it's an infestation, and they're not that. They're Asian lady beetles, as we've made clear. And it's bad because of the warm fall we've had. There's an infestation in your house. They're laying eggs in there, and they're going to reemerge in winter and spring. So these aren't going away throughout the entire Christmas season. And they can fart from their legs and emit an incredible bad odor and also stain your couch with a yellow discharge.
It just never ends.
Yeah, this sucks. They bite too. I don't know if it doesn't really hurt when they bite, but that's when the smell comes out. Now, Case brought the point about ants. He led that in the conversation of how an ant gets in his house and goes after an apple core he leaves on the table. We realized, as Kenzie pointed out, that ants can smell from hundreds of miles away.
Yeah.
But a great texter checked in and said, well, how long does that take an ant to live? Will he die on the journey to the apple core?
So I was like, how long does an ant live? Google. So here I am at Orkin. And it says, I found myself at Orkin. And they said colony members can live from as little as a few days to as long as a few decades.
What?
Wow.
Look at this elder ant. Can you believe that?
I thought ants lived a couple days just like flies. They only have a couple
some
days.
do.
Who's the one living a couple decades?
I don't know. I would imagine the one that's like sending the others out to get the food. You know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Think about this. There's probably an ant out there that was at Woodstock 99
I know.
and is alive now.
A lot of food there.
Think about all the history that ant has been through.
It's probably similar. It's probably like they have, ants that they send to war, like on the
Yeah.
front lines, and they don't make it as long. Because they're out there, they're at Woodstock, like, is their food. And then the ants that hang back, why wouldn't they last that long? You know what I'm saying? They're chilling and letting people scope it out.
Can you imagine the ant that saw Woodstock 99 is alive today? And he watched the documentary and said, that's not what happened.
Stupid.
I had a good time there. What the hell?
I was there. It was fine.
Corn was awesome.
The food was not that expensive.
God, this documentary's a fraud.
Stupid.
All right. Well, there you go. That's why you know all the ladybugs are in your house. It is a mind-blowing thing. And they are Asian lady beetles. But before we move forward, we do have to pour one out on the show today. Oh, sad. This one hits. So Denny's has said it's closing 150 of its lowest performing restaurants in an effort to turn around the brand's flagging sales. Now, they're not gone, so it's not a complete pour one out, but it's 10% of their total restaurants, 150, and it's not looking good as the stock dropped 18% on Tuesday because of sagging sales. I don't know which ones in Chicago are going to be hopefully not targeted, because I see one in Oak Park, Norridge, Oak Lawn. I think there's only 6 in the, that can't be right. There can't only be, oh, no. Okay, there's way more. My bad. I zoomed out on the map. We got about 15, I would say, in our area from over in Hobart all the way up to Gurnee. There's one right there near Great America if you want to go that way and, on your way there, stop and get a moon over Miami. Well, at least you could have if it didn't close. But yeah, Denny's. Now, let me ask you guys this, and I mean, Kenzie and Case and the listeners as well. Denny's for me in the old days was you go to a concert, go to the Allstate Arena.
Yeah.
I'm going to find a Denny's. I want to eat late till
Get a little grand slam.
Yeah, get home at 4 a.m. But I don't know if I hear people, I could be way off here, eating late anymore. Is that a really bad statement?
I think that you're just not going to clubs anymore because you're a kid.
You're damn right.
Yeah. Because I ate late up until children. And now I'm like, we should all go to bed right now because you're sleepy.
So you stopped eating like that kind of stuff too when your kid came?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because you're not out drinking
Exactly.
and wanting food.
So if they weren't here, I probably would have been at town last night and I would have just had a burger.
Yeah. I mean, Denny's or any of the diners in Chicagoland, there used to be the burrito joints they used to be called Burrito Joint 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to 17 on Lincoln. There were so many of them. Or I just don't hear people talking about eating late after a concert anymore. Am I wrong on this? Am I out of touch on this one?
Is it that good of a story if somebody is just eating late after a concert? Maybe you're not hearing about it because nobody's talking about it.
I used to talk about my meals after concerts all the time.
Walk me through a hypothetical, right?
Oh.
You're coming home from a late night Twisted Christmas show.
Yes.
I see you the next morning. Sell me on your night out, Brian. Tell me how this is going to be a good story.
You wouldn't believe the orange chicken I had.
At Denny's?
After Jack White. No. No. I shifted from Denny's. Can you see if Denny's has orange chicken on their menu?
I am way off on what I thought they had.
You don't know,
Really shifted gears.
you don't know Denny's has sushi?
Whoa.
I can't remember the
It's
name.
been a while.
There's the awesome Asian place right over across the corner from the Gin Mill, just north of the Gin Mill when you leave Twisted, when you leave the Aragon. And they have some incredible orange chicken, and they're open very late. And the meal of kind of doing the post-game show of the concert while you eat orange chicken is delicious and also quite the storytelling time.
Fun for the whole family.
It is. And I do miss that. I don't have that anymore, really, because after a concert or whatever, I have to get home because there's a kid there at home I got to help out with.
Ugh.
Even if it's 2 a.m. or whatever.
They always need you, huh? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Or we got a babysitter.
day.
I mean, that clock is going on that babysitter.
It costs so much more to have food after a show now because you're in double time. You're paying the babysitter while you're picking up a Grand Slam.
I'm not going to pay for another hour so I can increase my calorie intake.
So I will say, right now I'm on the Denny's menu just to double check. That is what I thought.
Got it.
Very cute. For Halloween, they have the Afterlife menu.
Ooh.
So that's fun.
What's on it?
It still seems very breakfasty. The Say It 3 Times Slam. It's kind of like Beetlejuicy.
Yeah.
The Beetlejuicy burger. I can't believe that. I didn't know that they were going to copy what I just said. Sorry about that. Cookies and Scream Shake.
Oh, that's fun.
Very fun.
That's fun.
And the Afterlife Melt, because it's kind of like, it's the eternal favorite is back. I love theme menus.
The Afterlife Melt sounds delicious right now.
I gotta be honest, their senior menu, like, when you get a deal, because of a senior deal?
Sure. Yeah.
It's 55 plus. Doesn't that seem young for a senior meal discount?
That's not good. No.
That's not good.
No.
Isn't that wild?
No.
Should we get Denny's? Should we order?
Well, not all of them are 24 hours. I don't know.
Well, but they're open it's a breakfast place. They're open for breakfast.
They have to be open right now. It's almost 7.
Brian, open up Uber Eats. I bet Denny's is open.
Hold
Brian,
up. Slow
open
down.
up your phone.
Everybody take a breath. Slow down. I'm getting excited here.
See, he doesn't want to order us food.
Actually, everyone I'm seeing here, so in Oak Park, in Norridge, 24 hours, Oak Lawn, Schiller Park, Franklin Park, Hickory Hills. I don't know the nearest one to us is pretty far.
I bet Hickory Hills will deliver.
I'm opening Uber Eats right now.
There's no way it's coming from Hickory Hills to downtown.
Let's type in
There's
Denny's.
no way.
Well, Kenzie, while you're looking at that, and I know Gil Curtis wants to do his headlines in just a second, but 847 on the text line brings up such an interesting point. Do you think Denny's are closing because no one's allowed to smoke inside anymore? And it's that Denny seemed like the prime real estate if you wanted an indoor cigarette.
Yeah. It still smells like smoke in a lot of them.
Well, it's burned into the walls, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't get that
Well,
out.
that's not fair. Maybe it's just the smell of the sausage. It's all smoked.
No,
know.
Marlboros have a certain
They're
scent.
like, it's our bacon. It's not cigarettes. Sorry
How
about
dare you not think that I know what a Pall Mall smells like, an unfiltered cigarette? Okay, go ahead.
The Spring Hill Road will deliver to us right now.
How did you figure that out so fast?
I know. It's only a 49-cent delivery fee, too.
What a steal.
on.
Wait a minute.
What?
There's got to be hidden fees in that.
No, there's not. They would never do that.
They're closing 150 restaurants.
They would never. I think it's because they're giving away too many deals. They have a 2, 4, 6, 8 value menu, so you could actually get a meal for $2.
Yeah, don't sleep on Denny's. Help save
know.
Denny's. Help save them because the moon over my hammy. I remember I was so hammered one time I couldn't get moon over my hammy out.
Oh,
And I kept laughing at it, going, "Give me a moon over." Never mind. I love the big breakfast. Save Denny's. That's what we're saying here. Save Denny's, and I want the late night experience to still exist, if you will, because it's a great part of Chicago history. It's a great part of America. Is eating after concerts at 3 in the morning and doing a post-game show of the show and having conversation in person instead of texting later on.
Look, Brian, I'm looking at your order right now. Moons Over My Hammy is currently available. Moons Over My Hammy?
Why wouldn't it be available?
Because they're closing all these stores. They're going to have to come back.
It's an 83%. I like this. This is ratings on each menu item. 83% of people like it. Thumbs up.
You cannot not like Moon Over My Hammy.
Well, a couple people don't.
Yeah, who's the 17%?
Yeah, 17% don't like it.
Deport them. The 17%.
That's not a good statement.
Well, they can't be good people.
Bunch of criminals.
All right, here's Gil Curtis with your headlines. There's a chance we order Denny's.
This is not headline news. Jelly Roll quit Twitter for being toxic. The anxiety was written all over his face. Literally, he had anxiety tattooed across his forehead. Nicolas Cage is warning that AI will replace actors. And the only time audiences should wonder if something is real or not is when they look at his hair. Stanley Tucci went on a rant against people wearing sweatpants in public. I'm going to strongly advise Mr. Tucci not to fly Southwest anytime soon. And the new Matlock has been renewed for a second season. Matlock will live on, even though some of the fans of the show will not. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.